Hey, top of the morning to you. This is Tim Brown. Yeah, it's about 5:40 in the morning. I just got finished with my little 1.5 mile run out here on Jeb Little Creek. And I was thinking, last night I was reading about a thing called spacing out. It's a learning technique, a psychological learning technique that several, how do I want to say this? Several psychologists have designed and developed. We'll come over here in the light. There we go. So, anyways, spacing out is, when I first saw it, I was like, okay, so we're all spaced out. That's how we learn. We get all spaced out. No, actually what it is that you learn in chunks. Or some people call it chunking. But this particular professor or researchers call it spacing out. So what you do is, as you're learning, just like Robin teaches in the 5 a.m. club, is you set up a habit. And in the study of neuroscience, you go from one item to the next item. You do that over the course of 66 days to reach what he mentions as automaticity. In other words, it becomes automatic at that time. And spacing out is where you take the time to space out your learning process. So if you want to learn a large chunk, you break it up into smaller chunks. And as I always taught my students, you can't take a steak and stick the whole thing in your mouth and eat it. Well, you probably could. You'd probably choke, but you cut it up into bites to enjoy it, to savor on it, to enjoy that steak. Well, learning is the same way. If you want to become really good at something, you break it up into segments so you can digest it, understand it, and most importantly, retain it. And the bigger the chunk, the larger the piece of information, the more you have to break it up. So what the researchers found is that if you space out the time that you go over the items, you retain the information for a longer period of time. And so you space out your learning. You go from point A to point B, however long the time is. Say, if it's a large amount of information, you go over the period of, say, 1 to 2 days for something that you want to prepare for a week from now. Something that is 1 or 2 weeks, you go a month, and you break it up over the course of 2 segments. And that's one of the most important things that I figured is that, it's like part A, part B. So when you want to learn something, or you want to do something, got a little bad hair day going on here. Anyways, when you want to learn something, break it up. Remember, space it out. You want to get to a level of automaticity, break it up into segments and just be consistent and be constant to get to where you want to be. Anyways, just wanted to pass that along, and hope you all have a great day. God bless. Bye.